Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. Today we're going to talk about one of the most popular archetypes in Commander, artifacts. Artifacts are some of the most powerful cards in Magic, and through them you can easily create game-winning combos. But I didn't want to build a traditional artifact deck. Instead, the idea of a deck that makes a ton of treasure tokens sounded more fun to me. So I set about doing so under the command of Breya Ethereum Shaper. Breya is a 4-mana, 4/4 legendary artifact human that creates 2 blue 1/1 flying Thopter tokens when she enters the battlefield. She also has an activated ability where we can pay 2 generic mana and sacrifice 2 artifacts. When we do so, we can choose to either deal 3 damage to a player, give a creature -4/-4 until end of turn, or gain 5 life. Tokens give us a great sacrifice outlet to activate Breya, but she's more here to give us the colors we want for our deck. Yes, green has gotten some amazing treasure generators in the last few sets, but I wanted to limit myself at least a little bit by sticking with 4 colors. To further limit ourselves, I wanted to stick with a $100 budget. We're close, only a few dollars over the limit. I could cut a couple cards, but that would weaken the deck significantly, so I didn't want to do that. Additionally, this is a treasure deck, so I'm not running any clue or food token generators. I wanted to limit the power of this deck because Breya can easily get out of control. Obviously, the best 2 treasure token generators in the game are Dockside Extortionist and Smothering Tithe. But those 2 come to about $100 at the moment, so we're unable to add them to the budget list. Speaking of the deck list, let's keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp. 10 pieces of card advantage. 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal. 2 to 3 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate. 1 Sudden Eye win card. To start, let's take a look at our treasure generators. For creatures that generate treasure tokens, we have Forsworn Paladin, Kalain Reclusive Painter, Captain Lannery Storm, Gadrick the Crown Scourge, Sailor of Means, Galazeth Prismari, Grim Hireling, Stormkiln Artist, and Rapacious Dragon. For spells, we have Forging the Tyrite Sword, Unexpected Windfall, Seize the Spoils, Deadly Dispute, Spell Swindle, Brass's Bounty, Strike it Rich, Shiny Impetus, and Reckless Endeavor. Additionally, we're running a Revel in Riches as one of our win cons, and the single most expensive card in our deck, as well as a Zorn to help us create even more treasure tokens. So what payoffs do we have? Storm the Vault can flip quite easily in this deck, so I've got an Expansion Explosion as a possible win con. With enough mana, we could kill 2 players with a single spell. Additionally, we have a Glimpse of Tomorrow for a bit of chaos that could vastly improve our board state. Rise and Shine can turn all of our treasure tokens into an army of creatures, while Time Scythe basically ends the game with enough treasure tokens. For spot removal, we have Despark, Vindicate, Bedevil, Abrade, Terminate, Excavation Technique, and Cleansing Wildfire. Swiftfoot Boots to help protect our commander, along with Negate, Dovin's Veto, and Counter Squall as our counterspell package. To shut down both Tutor Shenanigans and serve as Graveyard Hate, Ashiok Dreamrender. Finally, we've got a Commit Memory as our second piece of flexible Graveyard Hate. Our board wipes consist of Blasphemous Act and Doomscar. To help keep our hands full, in addition to the already mentioned Deadly Dispute, Unexpected Windfall, Seize the Spoils, and Commit Memory, we've got a Teferi's Ageless Insight, Painful Truths, Windfall, Wheel of Misfortune, Ingenious Mastery, Joyra Weatherlight Captain, and Breya's Apprentice. And for Graveyard Recursion, we have a Sun Titan and a Sharoom the Hegemon. To ramp us, we're running the 6 Guild Signets and 4 Diamonds, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, and a Commander Sphere. For lands, we're running 6 Bridges, 6 Snow Duels, 4 of the tapped Tricolor lands, Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, 3 Plains, 5 Islands, 3 Swamps, and 6 Mountains. So let's check our list and see how we did. 50 mana sources. Not counting all the treasures in the deck, we're at 13 mana rocks and 37 lands. Right on target. Card advantage, 13. A little heavy, but this should ensure we aren't missing out on the correct colors to cast our spells. 12 pieces of spot removal, counting our commander and counterspells. 2 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate. 1 Sudden Eye win card, but 2 more that can win us the game, assuming we survive 1 or 2 turn cycles. I am really happy with how this deck turned out. It's not powerful at all, that's not the point. The point is to win the game with a ton of treasure tokens. You get to be a greedy dragon and win atop a pile of treasure. Now if you're wanting an upgraded version of the deck, let's take a look at some of the best ways to do so. As I stated earlier, Dockside Extortionist and Smothering Tithe are the best treasure generators in the game. Anointed Procession doubles all of our token generation. Goldspan Dragon is insane in this deck, as is Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. Tutors help us find the cards we need at any given time, while the Talismans help us cast those spells. You can also easily upgrade the mana base by including all 10 fetch lands, as well as the 6 shock lands. I really enjoy playing this deck at my local game store. It's not oppressive, but it is highly interactive. It can be a little scary when you have a ton of treasures on board, but overall this is a more casual, fun deck. I like having the decks at various power levels, rather than trying to make all of them as strong as possible. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. Please like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all again next time.